Christian Horner is a leader known for backing successful drivers, but is not afraid to critique those who underperform. Throughout his Red Bull tenure, he's made bold decisions, prioritizing team success over popularity. Despite occasional internal conflicts and driver favoritism, Horner's recent comments about Perez's future have sparked curiosity. What exactly did he say, why, and how might it impact Perez and Red Bull? Stay tuned until the end to discover the answers. The 2023 Formula One season for Sergio Perez featured a rollercoaster ride, characterized by early triumphs, mid-season challenges, and a struggle for consistent form. Starting the year with optimism, Perez showcased his potential by qualifying closely with teammate Max Verstappen and securing victory in the Saudi Arabian Grand Prix. Perez showcased his prowess in Baku, securing victories in both the sprint race and the main event, affirming his status as a top contender in the sport. However, as the season unfolded, setbacks dented his championship hopes. Mental struggles against Verstappen were coupled with disappointing qualifying results, including a significant mishap in Monaco, where he started at the back and finished 16th. A notable downturn occurred in the Mexico City Grand Prix, which was a dramatic collision between local favourite Perez and Charles Leclerc at the race's start. While attempting a daring move from 5th on the grid, Perez found himself on the outside of pole sitter Leclerc, resulting in contact that launched his RB19 off the track. Verstappen seized the opportunity to claim P1, while Perez, after returning to the pit, eventually retired from his home race. Perez appeared disheartened in the cockpit as Red Bull wheeled his car back to the garage. But speaking to Sky Sports F1 a short while later, the Mexican struck a defiant tone, whilst discussing why he felt it was to launch a challenge for the lead. He expressed that not attempting a daring move around the outside during his home race would have been something he'd regret. Despite feeling sad about the outcome, he mentioned being proud of his driving performance this weekend. Additionally, he noted that although he anticipated Leclerc braking sooner, he considered the collision a racing incident. "I had an incredible start, the gap was there, and if I'm completely honest, starting the race, I would be truly disappointed to stand on the podium today, knowing I had a chance to contend for the lead and didn't take it," Perez stated. "I just went for it. Honestly, I didn't anticipate Shah. He was in the middle, with less room to maneuver, to brake as late as Max and I did. I believe there simply wasn't enough space for 3 cars. It was a complete racing incident, and with hindsight, I shouldn't say this, but looking back, I should have backed off and headed home. Especially at my home Grand Prix and 2 times in a row on the podium, I just wanted to give it my all and go for it completely." Perez, who's not clinched victory in his home race in 8 tries, and is facing growing pressure and scrutiny for his performances in recent months alongside Verstappen, insisted, "I'm deeply disappointed with the outcome because finishing the race on the first lap at your home Grand Prix is certainly disheartening. On a positive note, I find pride in dedicating my utmost effort. I take pride in my team as well. We gave our throughout the entire weekend, and it was probably the best start of the year, so we just went for it." Ferrari's Leclerc, in response to the boos from the Perez supporting crowd during his post-race interview on the track, stated that he had nowhere to go in the incident. Some pundits also shared their thoughts on the collision. Martin Brundle, for instance, commented, "Sergio took a chance there. He instinctively believed he was on the racing line, planning to brake later with a lot of momentum. Those on the inside dealing with the dirtier part of the track and a sharper angle into the first corner might brake a bit earlier. But Charles Leclerc didn't. He brakes just as late, as is his right. Leclerc had a few centimeters to his right, but it wasn't nearly enough to avoid contact with Perez." Perez mentioned he went for it and was proud of myself. "I would have hated myself if I hadn't gone for it. I feel genuinely sorry for him and the crowd." The incidents, particularly the one at the Mexico Grand Prix, have sparked speculation about Perez's future. Despite Red Bull's ongoing support for Perez, who is under contract with the team until the end of the next season, his recent performance decline has not only distanced him significantly from reigning champion Verstappen in the point standings, but has also placed him in a competitive position with Mercedes' Lewis Hamilton for 2nd place. During the press conference following the Mexico Grand Prix, Christian Horner stated that it was the team's intention to retain Perez for the next season. The use of this specific word is fascinating, as it's often employed in Formula One to cryptically suggest one thing is happening, while the reality may involve different factors. Notably, Red Bull team boss Christian Horner defended Perez's right to attempt the overtake, stating, "For Checo, just absolutely gutting. His home race." Horner told Sky F1, "He experienced an exceptional launch, gaining substantial momentum into the first corner. Understandably, he went for it, attempting to seize the lead at his home race. He's got 13 years of experience in Formula 1, and when you're going through a difficult moment, it's important to support him. He was enjoying a fantastic weekend until that moment, actively striving for the lead at his home race in Mexico City. The level of support behind him is remarkable. 3 into 1 doesn't go, and unfortunately, he was just on the wrong side of it. Upon further inquiry about Perez's future, Horner stated Checo has a contractual agreement with us for the next year, and it's our intention for him to be in the car in 2024. We are committed to providing him with all the support necessary to secure a second-place finish in the Drivers' Championship, although there is no condition that dictates his removal if he doesn't achieve that. When pressed again about the significance of his use of the word intention, Horner emphasized that there's no doubt about Perez being with the team next year, and any potential change would only result from circumstances beyond the team's control. I am absolutely confident and clear that Checo will be our driver next year, clarified Horner. Now, if he was injured or something like that, there are circumstances beyond our control. But the clean plan, and therefore the clean aim, is that he's going to continue. We're planning to continue. We have announced the AlphaTauri drivers and we have our Red Bull Racing drivers. This is how we intend to go racing in 2024. While Horner has consistently refuted speculation about Perez's uncertain future, he remains firm that the ongoing rumors have not affected Red Bull. It hasn't due to the fact it is the best noise at the outside. On the inside, everything is always clear, he asserted. However, Horner acknowledged that Perez couldn't completely isolate himself from such matters, though he believes the Mexican driver is adept at handling such chatter. When questioned about its impact on Perez, Horner commented, "I'm sure it does, but I think what we've seen with him, and one of his strengths, is that he has very thick skin. Many times he's picked himself up, brushed himself off, and got back up again. So hopefully he's doing the identical now." Though the 2024 F1 season draws near, Christian Horner, the team's principal, has clarified that Sergio Perez's future with the team hinges on his performance in the upcoming months. In a press statement, Horner understood that for now Sergio Perez is the suitable choice for Red Bull. However, he emphasized that Perez's continuation beyond 2024 is contingent on his performance in the next 9 months. Horner acknowledged the team's consideration of several options for Perez's seat in 2025, mentioning drivers such as Daniel Ricciardo, Liam Lawson, and Yuki Tsunoda. The team's success makes it an appealing destination for many drivers, some of whom might be willing to race without pay. Despite facing a competitive landscape, Horner expressed confidence in Perez, citing numerous conversations that reinforced his belief in Perez's understanding of what's expected. Horner remarked, "I think he knows what he's got to do. He's been around the sport long enough and he's got enough experience." Recognizing Perez's extensive tenure in Formula 1. Notwithstanding these challenges, Perez played a crucial role in Red Bull Racing's historic season, contributing to the team's success with significant finishes and podiums, including a historic 1-2 finish for the team. The atmosphere within the Milton Keynes squad is characterized by high expectations and performance-driven decisions, overseen by Horner and Helmut Marko. The situation for Perez at Red Bull is clear. Deliver results and the seat is secured. The pressure is undeniably on. However, questions linger about how Perez will handle the pressure of competing against one of the most dominant names in the sport. Additionally, will he feel more comfortable in the RB20 compared to last year's car, which he openly expressed uncertainty about? What measures will he take to address any challenges? Finally, do you think Christian Horner will terminate Perez's contract with Red Bull at the end of the upcoming season? Share your thoughts in the comments section and don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next video.